Notice how the amazing black women that know how to speak to black men, that respect black men, are being bullied on social media for not hating them. How can you be bullied for being a real woman, baby? Oh, my name is Shalakemia. I said what I said. And I'm open to debating.
No, I just want to be like this. Personally, to me, I think you can argue that this happens on both sides. In my opinion, I've seen it on both sides. See, I'm not one who's hurt by black men, angry at black men, have any issue with black men. I really don't. And I'm of the mindset of which people will say there is no good black man. And I will disagree with you on that aspect because I don't think you can judge people on their skin tone. And in my view, I don't see white men any different from black men. I think they're very much the same man. I also think that they're culturally exactly the same man. The white man taught the black man how to be. Sorry about that. But the white man taught the black man how to be.
Does anybody else notice how?
Sorry. The white man taught the black man how to basically be culturally the same as him. The black man comes from the white man, literally, biologically. One out of two of black men's paternal lines comes from a white man. And this is very important to notice because the history of that whole situation, which people will say, oh, it's so sad because people were raped and all this stuff, when they talk about slavery. But what's more important about this is the fact that what impact it had on society as a whole, and what impact it has on black men is that they're basically identical to white men. So, from my perspective, I've never thought that you can disparage black men without disparaging white men in America. They're basically the same. Black American and white American are the same. You're only judging someone off their skin tone in this case. You can't say it's down to a culture because we have the same damn culture. Now, the whole thing I wanted to point out here is that in the space that I'm in the perspective I have, a lot of the time I get bullied by basically everybody. It's not just, a lot of people will think it's just like black male identified women go after me. Of all the times I've had beefs, I think I've only had beefs with like maybe 2 black male identified women. Well, beefs, so to speak. I do several videos on Cynthia G. I've never had a beef with her, obviously. I just do videos because I don't agree with her. And I do see her as black male identified. So, my thing is this. I feel like on both sides when we talk about black women who want to attack black men and say that they are all these types of bad things just by being black men, I don't feel they're quite correct completely. I think that statistically that they are correct in statistics, like, well, black American men, statistics aren't very good, but does that mean that the statistics make every black man? No, the majority of black men won't fall in those bad statistics. So to me, I can't say that you cannot find a good black man. I can say that I cannot find a good black man for me in the sense of physical attraction satisfaction. And then also, it matters who I'm talking to when I say that, because I was just on another person's channel and they were saying something about black men in reference to someone, and I was looking at them and was like, that I would not identify that person as a black man. And yeah, to me, when I say satisfaction, I'm not saying I was attracted to that person. I'm not. But I'm saying my attraction will cover people with racial similarities to people like that who fall in the mixed category or lighter categories and stuff like that. Now, have I ever dated one? I have not. No. And would I be open to it? My thing is, there's a personal, private reason why I never really wanted to, and I'm not going to get into that because it's really complicated, and I think I'm right, but I don't want to say I'm right because it's not based in any true fact. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, was that, I personally have no attraction to the standard black male. I'm not attracted to dark skinned black males, and I'm not attracted to brown skinned black males. When I say brown skinned black males, I mean those dark skinned black males who call themselves brown skinned, like Lil Wayne. Anyway, I've noticed bullying in my aspect of being on YouTube from black women who are angry at black men, because I'm not going to go after them the way they want me to, because it's not my specialty, desire, or interest. It wouldn't be coming from a genuine place. If I'm going to be talking negatively about black men, it's only going to be on a physical level, because I'm not attracted to black men. But this is not a thing that you could say is directly against black men, because black men can't help how they look. So it's not saying black men are bad men or that they're bad people for how they look. Who the fuck is saying somebody's bad for how they look? Like, that would be evil. I've never said that, you know. And because of that, you get some of those type of women who will attack you because you're not going to be bitter and angry against black men. Many of the time, these type of women have been with black men, and they're just trying to tear black men down because they've thought black men were all of these things that they were so attracted to and into, so they're trying to break them down. I don't have to break them down because they're not anything on my radar, basically. So that's why, for me, I do get bullied by women who want to go after black men, because I'm not going to go after them in the way they want me to at the time they want me to, because the only time I'm ever going to go after them is with people like you, for example, who are busy about what I sit on. That's the only time I ever go after black men, is when people try to get busy about who the heck I sleep with, and who have I ever slept with, and who have I ever wanted to be with, who I ever have dreams about. And that doesn't include black men, because I'm not attracted to the standard black man. I'm not. At best, I've found mixed men attractive. I've only, I think, in my whole life had one sex dream about a mixed man, and the man looked mostly like he was Hispanic, because he was half Mexican. I didn't even know he was half black until like a week after seeing him. I was not dating him, I just interacted with him and knew him and talked to him. I forgot his name by now, so I mean, he wasn't anything important in my life. Anyway, but like, I've never been sexually involved with a man who had remote amount of African ancestry, honestly. But I don't really have anything to say negatively on black men as far as their accomplishments, because I feel like success is a matter of an individual's accomplishments, not based off of their skin tone, you know. And majorly what I find with you guys is that you guys get mad at me simply because I won't sleep with a black man. I won't consider a black man for personal interest. If you understood one thing, the male version of me doesn't look like a dark skinned black man, doesn't look like a brown skinned black man. Why should I be obligated to be attracted to a man that doesn't even look like me? Many of you will use the whole idea of you're supposed to choose a man of your own reflection, but that doesn't even make sense in my case because those men don't even look like me. I can show you the male version of me, and it doesn't look like a brown skinned black man, like, say, for example, a Denzel Washington or a Lil Wayne. Like, those people claim they're brown skinned black men. I'm not of the phenotypic similarity of these men, you know? So why should I be attracted to men that don't look like me? You say it's abnormal to be attracted to white men because they don't look like me. But black men who are dark skinned and brown skinned certainly don't look like me, and they certainly don't have my facial features, which is a very important factor for me because I want my children to have my facial features, and they don't particularly have my facial features, which is a big problem to me. Added to the fact that their skin tone is odd to me. So certain parts that are dark, very dark, are very unusual. You have to understand, for me, in a private level, I'm not very dark in any part of my body. So when people are very dark in certain parts of their body, it's very weird. So this is a major reason why it would be appropriate to say, go with a man of your own reflection. But you won't acknowledge that with someone who doesn't look like a dark-skinned or brown-skinned black man, because your reason for not acknowledging it is because you want to claim that black men have access to all black women, regardless if we look like them or not. So, to me, from my perspective, it's just like, even on that front, you guys are always wrong, but you always end up trying to bully me based off of a physical attraction that I have towards men of other races, and a lack of physical attraction towards black men. And then what ends up happening is black men having to be attacked because now I have to explain why I'm not attracted to black men. When you should just let a sleeping dog sleep, basically. Just let lying dogs lie, you know? Instead of trying to pick at things and get black men further attacked. Because you're upset that I'm not attracted to a specific race of man. And that's just what I'm saying here. Bullying comes from both sides. It's not specifically just, what you were saying, black women who don't have an issue with black men. I can see your point there. I've experienced it myself. Whenever I make videos on Cynthia G, I get that type of rhetoric thrown at me because they are upset at me for not having vitriol towards black men at all times for no freaking reason. I just don't have vitriol for black men. I really don't. They've never done anything to me. Especially in a relationship sense of being. I've never had any problems with them because I'm not attracted to them. So there were no dysfunctional relationships to start with. And understand, in my family, for example, my father is not like a dark-skinned black man. He didn't look like one, which is the main reason why I don't look like a dark-skinned black man, and a main reason why dark-skinned black men don't share my image. Therefore, I don't find them attractive, and the majority of black men are dark-skinned or brown-skinned. Most black men don't have my phenotype, so why should I be attracted to most black men who don't have my phenotype? It is what it is, So that's all I'm saying here is don't lie, don't pretend. It's not that black women who love black men or don't have any issue with black men or whatever it may be about black men aren't ready to attack black men, are the only ones that are getting attacked. Many of you are doing the attacking when people don't agree with you. The problem in this whole situation is the fact that both sides are having issues with the fact that you don't agree with each other. So you get upset when someone doesn't agree with you that you should sleep with black men. Like, I don't care that you sleep with black men, but you don't like the fact that I don't agree that I should sleep with black men. I should be with black men like you are. But you should just be enjoying your own personal sex life and leave me out of it, but you won't. And they have an issue because they're bitter, hurt, and fucked up black women who basically are angry at black men and want to lash out. And so they get mad when you aren't willing to be like, I'm hurt too, I'm damaged goods, I'm fucked up. I'm gonna go after black men because something's fucked up about me. You know what I mean? Like, when you don't have an echo chamber, you guys get mad because you can't handle a different type of perspective. You guys aren't open-minded enough to understand someone else's perspective. So that's why I have to say thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and comment down below. Have a great day. Bye.